to your viewers.
Very disturbing, but how common is cohabiting in South Africa?
Cohabiting in South Africa is very common. For example, as a commission and other partners, we have been trying to ensure that government pass a domestic partnership law to regulate cohabiting, but it's not illegal, but it's happening. And when you read the reports, they are saying there are more people cohabiting than people who are getting married. Therefore, it is common.
Is it more common in rural areas?
It's common everywhere. Mm-hmm. It's common in rural areas and also now in the townships. We'll find that even the old people are staying with their partners and they've not even paid lobola and so on. It's common everywhere.
Mm-hmm. So is it legal or not?
It's not legal, mm-hmm. and people they use different names, fat and sad, keep it, uklalisana, and so on. So it's not common. You can see even the words that are used that it's both the rural as well as urban.
Now, if it's fat and sad, it's as you say, it's not legal, but people do it. But if you do it with a 15-year-old, that's definitely illegal.
It is definitely it is illegal because now the issues of statutory rape would creep in and so on, and therefore the age of consent and so on, all those issues will always creep in. Therefore, it is illegal if you are a 56-year-old as well.
How was that possible that this 15-year-old could cohabit with a 56-year-old man?
What has actually happened? I don't want to get into the nitty-gritties of the story because this matter is sub judice. But what has actually happened, what is known, what we've actually investigated is that the young girl was actually taken from Mozambique, and this man paid lobola in Mozambique and was able to actually make this young lady to cross the border and stay in South Africa. And we tipped off as a gender commission and we were able to actually assist those three young children.
So she's actually illegal in the country as well, the young girl?
It is.
So there's nothing really that you can do about the parents of the girl giving really consent for the man to cohabit with this girl?
There is nothing, but what we're also investigating as a gender commission is to actually engage other departments so that at least those parents could actually come and actually be part and parcel of the case. But definitely what has actually happened is, as a gender commissioner could do, is to actually take those three young children to the place of safety.
Now, what is being done to stop cohabiting from occurring? Is there, from your side as a gender commission, is there something that you're doing in terms of educating communities, or what is being done?
I'm from a strategic planning where we're discussing these issues about whether as society can we stipulate how society should actually manage their own relations, or whether we should regulate the relations that people are actually feeling comfortable with. And therefore, I think we can manage that. The situation has changed. The country and countries are developing globally and so on, and therefore we need to actually have laws that are going to actually regulate that. For example, the critical issue here is that when the two people who are cohabiting separate, most of the people that actually lose are women, because in most cases we find that the house, then the car is in the name of the man, and therefore when they separate, the women actually lose, whereas maybe has been investing on groceries, furniture, and so on. So that's why we're saying we need to have a law in relation to domestic partnerships.
But how do we move forward as a society? Because this is an ongoing situation, and some people don't really care whether they legally married or not, because it is part of life as we continue, as part of society as we change.
I think what is more important is as families, when we bring our children, we must educate them about these issues. We should not expect society to educate them. And I think families should actually educate, and I think churches as well and communities should actually speak about some of these things as well. And the issue of marriage as well, and as an institution, whether it's relevant, we must talk about it as well, and how we should do it, and across all religions, across all cultures, and so on. Because really, that's what. And now, what is also critical is this cross-racial marriages that are actually happening, where now you don't have one single culture. We have an amalgamation of different cultures, people coming together, believing in different things. Some people believing in paying lobola, some who don't believe in paying lobola, and all those things also affect the issue, the institution of marriage, and therefore that's why we are saying. And other people that are saying, no, I don't want to get married, I just want to have a partner that I want to actually live in, and I want to keep my profession and so on. So all those conglomerations of issues need to be discussed, so that at least the society will be able to speak about some of these issues.
Does ukuthwala form part and parcel of this or not?
Ukuthwala, as a commission, we've done a lot of work around ukuthwala as well. It does. We've actually seen people who have been abducted, twalad, now we're in these relationships, but it's illegal. Ukutwala, according to our own, it's illegal, it's abduction and so on, but it does. In most cases in rural areas, Ukutwala is part of that. Underage marriages as well is also a critical point in this, because as a commission, we've also seen that some types of religions as well, they marry underage girls, and it's also form part of that. So underage marriages, Ukutwala and so on, is also form part and parcel of that.
So when do you foresee in the near future maybe a law that either legalize pounced or cohabitation?
The law was, and we have a draft bill actually, and it went to Parliament, and the Department of Home Affairs drafted it, but it's somewhere in the air now. It was started in 2007, where they were trying to regulate fat and sets, keep it, and so on. So, but what is critical is, as a general commission, we want to see that law being looked into, scrutinized, so that at least it could regulate some of these relationships as well.
Well, this also includes same-sex marriages as well, no?
It does. Same-sex marriages is form part and parcel of all these particular issues as well.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Shozi there. That's Mfanozelwe Shozi. He's the chairperson of the Commission for Gender Equality. Thank you so much for joining us in studio.